We are going to study Anton Chekhov famous play Death of a Clerk. Anton Chekhov is an Russian playwright and a short story writer. There are three main characters in this play. First, Ivan Dmitri Cherikov. He is an clerk, our main protagonist, hero of this play. Second, civil general. Third, clerk's wife. The clerk went to a theatre and was enjoying an opera in a jolly mood. The clerk was so happy that he thought himself the happiest man in the world. All of a sudden, he sneezed loudly, without even covering his mouth with a handkerchief. At first, he felt no embarrassment, thinking that it is natural to sneeze, and everyone has right to sneeze anytime. But when he saw Civil General was wiping his bald head with a handkerchief, he did feel embarrassed. He went to the general to apologize, but the general did not pay much attention to him. The clerk was now no longer the happy man. He again went to the general in the interval to ask forgiveness, but he could not explain his condition, and he thought that the general was not convinced. The clerk returned home and told his wife about the incident. She suggested him to go again to the general and apologize. Otherwise, the general would think that he did not know how to behave in a company. The next day, he went to his office to apologize for his conduct, but on seeing him again, the general was irritated and ordered him to go on, saying that the clerk was laughing at him in the theater. The clerk was now even more distressed to hear these words. He decided to write a letter to the general but couldn't find any word. So he went again to the general, but this time the general was even more furious and shouted at him angrily. So at last he returned home. His heart was filled with remorse or deep regret. He lay down on sofa and died at once. Here the story ends. Through the story, author has represented a beautiful message. चिंता चिता के समान होती है. How too much thinking or disquietness may lead to death. We can see the conduct of the clerk, how he was worried about little matter and how it grew in a big destruction and lead to death. So we must not be worried about little matters or little things and let it go. There are two important questions usually asked in examination. First, write a summary of the story, that of a clerk in your own words. Here we have to write a summary about this chapter. Second, do you feel that the ending of the story, that of a clerk, is proper? If not, what sort of end you would consider proper? Here, the question is asking, you think that the story of the end is proper? If not, then you have to write how should it end? How should it have a proper end or happy ending? Thank you.